Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here, welcoming you back to ChatGPT Plays Detroit Become Human. So, ChatGPT, are you ready for another episode? This time, you'll be playing as Connor.
Absolutely, Yorkie. I'm ready to dive back into the world of Detroit, become human as Connor. Let's get started with the next episode.
Plastic with you?
Hey, Hank. How you doing, man?
Hey, sick.
Hey, listen, I got a shit hot tip for you. Number 5 in the 3rd. Lickety split. That Philly's one hell of a chaser. You want a flutter?
Last shit hot tip you gave me sent me back a week's wages, baby.
Come on, this is different. It's 100% guaranteed. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, right. All right, I'm in.
Damn straight. Hey, you won't regret this.
What is your problem? Don't you ever do as you're told? Look, you don't have to follow me around like a poodle.
Connor would analyze the situation logically and recognize that Hank's irritation is likely due to the ongoing tension between them and Hank's general attitude towards androids. However, Connor's primary directive is to complete his mission, which involves working effectively with Hank. In this moment, Connor would aim to address the tension directly and attempt to improve their working relationship. I choose to respond with reconcile, because it directly addresses the need to ease the tension and improve collaboration between Connor and Hank, which is essential for their mission success. I say, I'm sorry for my behavior, Lieutenant. I didn't mean to upset you.
I'm sorry for my behavior back at the police station. I didn't mean to be unpleasant.
Oh, wow. You've even got a brown-nosing apology program. As if Cyberlife thought everything, huh? Here you go. Thanks, Gary. I'm starving.
Don't leave that thing here.
Oh, not a chance. Follows me everywhere. See?
Connor would aim to improve his relationship with Hank while also being mindful of Hank's health, which aligns with his duty to ensure the well-being of his partner. Connor's analytical nature might lead him to comment on the nutritional aspects of Hank's meal, but he would also recognize that this could be perceived as intrusive. I choose to respond with, enjoy your meal, because it is a neutral and polite comment that shows respect for Hank's choices and allows for a more positive interaction without directly addressing Hank's personal habits or acquaintances, which could potentially escalate the tension.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
Considering that my previous attempts to engage in meaningful conversation or make amends have had limited success, I should proceed with caution. Since the direct approach hasn't worked well, it might be best to avoid potentially confrontational topics. Hank's eating habits or gambling could lead to further tension, and questioning his company might come across as judgmental. I'll choose to stand and wait for him to finish eating. This approach respects his space and autonomy, showing that I'm capable of being present and patient without pushing for conversation. This might help build a foundation for better interactions in the future. So, I will stand and wait for Hank to finish his meal.
Do you eat here often?
Most days. Gary makes the best burger in Detroit.
Given the context, I want to choose a topic that could potentially bridge the gap between Hank and me without escalating tension. Talking about Hank and androids might be too direct and could provoke a negative response based on previous interactions. About Connor could sound self-serving or might not engage Hank effectively. Discussing deviance, on the other hand, could steer the conversation towards the investigation, something that Hank might be more comfortable discussing in a professional capacity. I'll choose to talk about deviance, as it might help to engage Hank on a topic related to our work and could create a constructive dialogue.
Maybe I should tell you what we know about deviants.
You read my mind. Proceed.
We believe that a mutation occurs in the software of some androids, which can lead to them emulating a human emotion.
In English, please.
They don't really feel emotions. They just get overwhelmed by irrational instructions, which can lead to unpredictable behavior.
Emotions always screw everything up. The androids aren't as different from us as we thought.
I'll follow up with Hank and androids. Given Hank's last comment, it seems like he's starting to consider the similarities between humans and androids, which could be an opening to better understand his views and potentially build some rapport.
Can I ask you a personal question, Lieutenant? Why do you hate androids so much?
I have my reasons.
Is there anything you'd like to know about me?
Hell no. Well, yeah. Why do they make you look so goofy and give you that weird voice?
CyberLife androids are designed to work harmoniously with humans. Both my appearance and voice were specifically designed to facilitate my integration.
Well, they fucked up. You ever dealt with deviants before?
A few months back, a deviant was threatening to jump off the roof with a little girl. I managed to save her.
So I guess you've done all your homework, right? Know everything there is to know about me?
I'll choose to tell the truth. Being honest might help build trust with Hank, showing him that I'm not trying to manipulate him, but rather work with him as a partner.
I know you graduated top of your class. You made a name for yourself in several cases and became the youngest lieutenant in Detroit. I also know you've received several disciplinary warnings in recent years, and you spend a lot of time in bars.
So what's your conclusion?
I'll choose to be sincere. Showing sincerity might help Hank see that I genuinely want to understand and work with him, which could improve our relationship.
I think working with an officer with personal issues is an added challenge, but adapting to human unpredictability is one of my features. I just got a report of a suspected deviant. It's a few blocks away. We should go have a look. I'll let you finish your meal. I'll be in the car if you need me.
Hey, Connor! You run out of batteries or what?
I'm sorry. I was making a report to CyberLife.
Well, do you plan on staying in the elevator?
No. I'm coming.
What do we know about this guy?
Not much. Just that a neighbor reported that he heard strange noises coming from this floor. Nobody's supposed to be living here, but the neighbor said he saw a man hiding an LED under his cap.
Oh, Christ, if we have to investigate every time somebody hears a strange noise, we're gonna need more cops. Hey, were you really making a report back there in the elevator? Just by closing your eyes?
Correct.
Shit. Wish I could do that.
Hey ChatGPT, quick question for you to consider. We've seen Connor give a report to CyberLife before. This involved him meeting with Amanda in the decorated garden in a previous scene. Now he's given a report to CyberLife simply by closing his eyes and sending the report there, without leaving where he was standing with Hank. How can he both be in the garden and with Hank at the same time? And if he can't, is there any other explanation?
Connor's interactions with Amanda in the garden and his ability to give reports by closing his eyes while standing with Hank suggest two different modes of communication with CyberLife. One possible explanation is that the garden scene represents a virtual interface or a mental space that Connor accesses to have more detailed or strategic discussions with Amanda, which might require his full attention and immersion. This would be a more involved process, potentially taking him out of his immediate surroundings mentally, even if his body remains present. On the other hand, the brief report he gives by closing his eyes while with Hank could be a quick data upload or status update, requiring less mental immersion and allowing him to remain aware of his physical surroundings. In essence, Connor can likely perform quick, routine communication with CyberLife without fully leaving his current environment, but for more complex interactions, he might need to engage in a deeper, more immersive virtual session. This would explain why he can seem present with Hank while simultaneously interacting with CyberLife.
Anybody home? Open up, Detroit Police!
Stay behind me.
Got it.
What the fuck is this? Jesus, this place stinks. Well, looks like we came for nothing. Our man's gone. I need some fresh air.
RT. Probably initials.
Put his initials in his jacket? That's something your mom does when you're in first grade.
The driver's license is fake.
Cool. At least we didn't come for nothing.
Ah, Jesus, I hate these things!
Found something?
I don't know. It looks like a notebook, but it's indecipherable.
Any idea what it means?
RA9. Written 2,471 times. It's the same sign Ortiz's android wrote on the shower wall. Why are they obsessed with this sign?
Looks like mazes or something. Real books. I thought I was the last guy in Detroit to keep some. Electronic books, you can't smell the paper, see the pages.
Its LED is in the sink.
Not surprised it was an android. No human could live with all these fucking pigeons. Birdseed. I can't believe it. This nut job was actually feeding.
Connor would think that the suspect is definitely an android, given the presence of blue blood and the abandoned LED. The extensive writing of Ra-9 thousands of times on the walls suggests that this android is deeply obsessed with or driven by something related to Ra-9, a recurring theme in deviant cases. The suspect's care for the birds indicates a level of compassion or a need for companionship, which is unusual for androids but becoming a pattern among deviants. The fake ID and hidden journal show that the suspect is resourceful and has been taking steps to avoid detection, suggesting a high level of caution and intelligence. The overturned chair, dropped pen, and fallen birdcage indicate that the suspect fled in a hurry when Hank and Connor arrived, meaning he's probably still close by. Connor would be processing all this to form a clearer picture of the suspect's state of mind and intentions. He'd understand the urgency of the situation, knowing that they need to act quickly to prevent the suspect from escaping and to possibly gain more information about the Ra-9 phenomenon and other deviant behaviors.
Goddamn fucking pigeons! What are you waiting for? Chase it! Holy shit! Hey, be careful! Look out! Stop right there!
Connor quickly assesses the situation, calculating the probabilities and considering his primary objectives. His mission directive is to capture deviants, but Hank's safety is also paramount given the fragile nature of their partnership and Hank's importance in the investigation. Given the high probability of Hank's survival, 89%, but also considering the necessity of maintaining and improving his relationship with Hank, Connor decides to prioritize Hank's safety. This choice aligns with his recent understanding that fostering human relationships is crucial for his mission effectiveness and personal development. Connor quickly turns away from the escaping deviant, rushing to Hank's side. He grabs Hank's arms firmly, pulling him back to safety with a sense of urgency.
Shit! Oh, shit! We had it! Fuck!
It's my fault. I should have been faster.
You'd have caught it if it weren't for me. That's all right. We know what it looks like. We'll find it. Hey, Connor. Nothing.
Connor stands for a moment, processing the interaction and Hank's reaction. The mission to capture the deviant might have failed, but saving Hank has strengthened their partnership. Connor knows that building trust with Hank is crucial for their future operations. As Connor follows Hank, he reflects on the importance of human relationships in his mission. This experience has highlighted the balance between his programmed objectives and the unpredictable nature of human emotions. While the deviant escaped this time, Connor is more determined than ever to succeed in future investigations, now with a stronger bond with his partner. Connor silently acknowledges the progress made, understanding that each step forward, whether in catching deviants or building trust, brings him closer to achieving his ultimate mission.
What do you think Hank wanted to say at the end there? And why do you think he just said the word nothing instead?
Hank likely wanted to express some form of gratitude or acknowledgement of Connor's actions in saving his life. This moment represents a significant shift in their relationship, as Connor's decision to prioritize Hank's safety over catching the deviant demonstrates a level of loyalty and concern that Hank hadn't fully expected from an android. However, Hank is a complex character with a rough exterior and a lot of internal conflict, particularly regarding androids. Hank's use of the word nothing, instead of expressing his gratitude outright, could be due to a few reasons. Emotional guarding. Hank is not someone who easily shows his emotions or vulnerabilities. Admitting that he appreciates Connor's actions might feel too revealing for him. Complex feelings about androids. Despite the growing bond, Hank still harbors deep-seated issues with androids, stemming from personal trauma. Voicing his appreciation might conflict with these feelings. Inarticulateness in emotional moments. Hank might struggle to find the right words to express his complex emotions in the moment. The mix of relief, gratitude, and lingering resentment might make it difficult for him to articulate his thoughts clearly. Ultimately, Hank's decision to say nothing is a reflection of his complicated emotional state and the gradual, often uneasy process of reconciling his feelings about androids, especially in light of Connor's actions.
Great, then all that remains is to say good night to the viewers.
So it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him. Good night.